Welcome back to another Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Wi-Fi battle. Me and my opponent pick a Smogon tier to create our teams, and then we battle. Let's get right into it. And here is the battle. We're going against a rando because I couldn't get a homie or anybody in the server. So make sure to join the Discord server so that way I can battle with you guys. Then, like I said, if we don't want to do randos, I want to be able to battle you guys or the homies, but for sure I want to interact with you guys. So make sure to go ahead in the description down below. Go ahead and join the Discord server so we can get some battles going. Or if you just want to hang out, that's an option too. But we're going to go ahead and lead off with Dragapult here. We are light clay, we're screens. This team is brought to you by none other than the Joey Pokegame and his squadron of fellows. So we're gonna go ahead and lead Pult because we are screens, and that looks pretty solid here. Chesnaught, we're gonna try to get Chesnaught rolling. And I'm gonna try to, get rolling. We're gonna try to get it rolling because it is Belly Drum Trailblaze, so that's pretty fire in itself. And we are able to Terra into a fire type, which is pretty cool. That looks very helpful here. They do have a Palafin, which could be a little bit annoying, but we'll see what happens here. Palafin, the battle champion, is going to come out off rip. I think what I want to do is get up a light screen here. I think this thing will either flip turn or hard switch, but light screen seems pretty good here, so that's what we'll do. Because it can't really hit me too hard. They're gonna opt to protect, which is fine because we're gonna be able to get a free screen up, and then we can also just opt to reflect as well. So protect is very interesting, considering it's not gaining much. It would have flip turn and up out. So now we're just gonna get a reflect up, and then we can darts. We might see a flip turn now, I would assume. Let us see flip turn. There's the flip turn. So it's flip turn protect, interestingly enough. It's probably like wave crash. Then they might not have jet punch, maybe they can't fit it, or it might just be like just all water stab and that's it. So that could be a thing too. So we'll see what they want to go out into here. Goldango could very much be an option, which then we'll definitely get up out and go out into, we could even go out into Chesnaught on it, to be honest, if they do want to fire off a Shadow Ball. So that'd be fine. So Chiyu actually comes out. Beads of Ruin, we're gonna lower our Spadef, which is a-okay. We're fine, we're chilling. And what we can actually do, we can actually go into Roaring Moon right here, which actually seems like a pretty good, we're gonna proc our booster energy, which is fine, but at least we'll be able to eat the hit, especially behind screens, and we resist both of this thing's stabs, unless they Terra Fairy right here, which would be crazy, because that would be a crazy read. We're gonna boost our attack, it should be, or it might be speed. It is attack, nice. So we'll see what this thing wants to do. They're gonna Dark Pulse. This should do nada. Still does a very solid amount, which is kind of crazy because that just shows you how strong Chiyu is. I think we can fire off an acrobatics here, honestly, without any questions asked, and so that's what we'll do because we can get damage on this thing, which would be great. They do opt to just let us have it. Does do a big amount of damage. They might be choice locked. They might be choice locked. But we're just gonna go for acrobatics again. Hopefully kill this fish, because if we kill this fish, that is huge for Chesnaught, because then feels like we can run away with it. The fish was really the biggest thing that we needed to get up out the way for Chesnaught, in my honest opinion, with everything else there. I mean, I guess one could argue Dragonite, right? Actually, Dragonite is the hardest thing to remove from the field because we can Belly Drum, we have Earthquake, we have Trailblaze, and then we have, I think, Drain, a fighting type move, so none of which hit Dragonite too hard, so we definitely need to get some chip on Dragonite. But we do have screens as well, which will help us eat hits. We'll see what wants to come in here. Show me the Dragonite. It's Mimikins. I have no problem staying in and going for a crunch. If it wants to get a free SD up, that is somewhat okay because we do have screens, and Mimikyu isn't all that much an offensive threat, even though, I mean, it's pretty, actually I take that back, it's pretty solid. I mean, Disguise is pretty good ability in itself, so I digress. It's pretty cool. I take it back, especially I had a video that covered Mimikyu, so I'll take it all back. I'm just talking trash because I don't want it to sweep me. They're obviously thinking about their move here, even though I feel like they could click SD. They're gonna stay in. I mean, obviously they're gonna stay in. We're gonna be able to pop the Disguise, so this thing's gonna take a little bit of chip from busting Disguise. I also don't know why they chose to make that a thing for Mimikyu. I feel like that's kind of unnecessary. I don't know, how do you guys feel about that? Because I feel like it's not that necessary. I don't think they needed to take I mean, the Disguise needed to do damage to Mimikyu, if I can speak. So right here, what we can do is we can go on a Chesnaught. We can potentially Belly Drum on this thing because we could Terra here, but the only thing is literally the Dragonite. But we got up a reflect first. No, we didn't. We got a reflect last. So we can go into Chesnaught here. I think we can go into Chesnaught here. And then proceed to Terrifier, and then proceed to Belly Drum, and then proceed to Trailblaze. So I think that's what we will do. I think that's pretty fine because we're behind a Reflect as well. It's just a regular Mimikyu. It's gonna go for a Play Rough, which will not hurt us because Chesnaught is thick in itself and it's gonna resist. So we should be able to eat the Play Rough perfectly fine unless they go for like a Ghost type move. But even then, we still should be able to eat it. Like this should do very little. This should do very little unless they opt to SD in our face. We do outspeed this Mimikyu, which is kind of great. Kind of great. Kind of great. So we're gonna maximize our attack. We're gonna eat our berry. Nom nom, eating good in the neighborhood, and we'll probably see a Play Rough here, which would be most nice. Oh, nice. Does 0. Literally does 0. Not literally, but figuratively, it does 0. So we're gonna go ahead and Trailblaze here. 100%. 100%. I mean, Dragonite is still there, yes, but we are belly drummed up. We are very much belly drummed up. So we can break its multi-scale and still do some damage. So I think we're still, you know, we're still okay. Still okay. We're still doing the thing. Still doing the thing. I should have checked screen turns, but we should be all right, I hope. But we're gonna be able to get not a Reflect here. I'm thinking about the Reflect. Reflect is all that's on my brain, bro. All that's on my brain. But we're gonna be able to get up our speed here. They're gonna withdraw, so we get a free speed boost on something. What do we get on? Dragonite? That would actually be great because we break its multi-scale. Perfect. So we get it on Dragonite. We're gonna be able to Trailblaze here. Should be a ooh, see, look at that. That's with multi-scale, baby. I think, right? Light screen's gonna wear off, so that means we only have like what, 1 turn of screens. I mean Reflect left, right? Nope, wrong mon. Yeah, we have 1 turn left, so we gotta make it count. I think we can Drain Punch here. I think Drain Punching is fine. They're gonna opt to Terra as well. We should outspeed this thing, hopefully. Yeah, we definitely should outspeed this thing. There's no way. There's no way. Is it Terra normal? Oh, baby, you're dead. You're such a silly goose. You're such a silly goose. Thank you. Thank you for the free food. Thank you for the free food. I'll take the meal. They do opt to E-Speed. That's fair. We do have the Reflect up, luckily, though. That doesn't do too much. Thankfully, we're going to be able to Drain Punch here, get all this health back. Nom nom. Nom nom. They could be Scarf Goldango, though, which could be a little bit problem. Actually, it wouldn't be too bad because we're bulletproof, so we're immune to Shadow Ball, and also we're not immune to, but we resist Make It Rain. So actually, we're kind of sitting pretty right now. Reflect does wear off, so we have no more screens, but the screens did what they needed to do in getting Chesnaught. So Palafin comes in. Actually, this is totally, I forgot about this thing. Totally forgot about this thing. I think we still go for Trailblaze here, or we can even Drain Punch and it should just drop. Maybe they don't have Jet Punch. They do have the Jet Punch. Do we die? We do die, so Chesnaught goes down, but it did the thing. I'm not upset. I'm not upset. Chesnaught did the thing. It did the thing. So shout out to Chesnaught. I got 2 KOs. We'll take it. I will 100% take it. So now what we'll do is we'll go out into our who do we want to go out into? Because this thing's base 100 speed. We could just go out into Pult again. Opt to get up a Reflect or a screen of some sort, or we can just fire off a thing of darts. A thing of darts could be cool. If we had a Reflect up, we might have been able to just like run away with it with Chesnaught, but Chesnaught did the thing, so I'm not too upset. I'm not too upset at all. So we're gonna Reflect here. Maybe I should have went for Light Screen, but it's fine. We know this thing has Protect, Jet Punch, and Flip Turn. So I assume the last move would be Close Combat because Palafin tends to run those 2 things. So we're gonna Reflect here. We're gonna see what this thing wants to do. No Protect from their end. They might just opt to Flip Turn, which would be a fair play on their part. They opt to Wave Crash, so they're our Mono Water move, which is fair. I mean, if you're a Palafin, why not? Honestly, why not? The damage by the recoil is not gonna do too much. Do we need Pult for anything else? I suppose we can just get up a Light Screen, or we can honestly we can just go for Dragon Darts. They're gonna opt to Jet Punch. It's gonna do very little, which is perfectly fine. So we're gonna D-Dart here. It's gonna do a little bit of chunk, a little chunk, not a little bit of chunk, a little chunk, and we're gonna be able to fire off another Dragon Darts here. And they're just gonna keep firing off Jet Punch, which is fine. They're wasting our Reflect turns, which is somewhat okay, but it's not the worst thing in the world. But we should be able to get the next KO here, and Pult will be able to outspeed whatever else comes in, barring a Scarf Goldango. So they oddly enough don't opt to Jet Punch that turn, but so be it. Whatever, so be it. I was really hoping they weren't going to be Jet Punch. I was hoping they were going to be like Wave Crash, Close Combat, because sometimes people abandon Jet Punch. Sometimes. Obviously not this time. This thing comes out. I'm gonna opt to curse it, right? Move info. Yeah, I'm gonna curse it because Pult's really not needed that much anymore. Let me check my team. We could get up a screen. Do we really need it though? Because light screen would be good, because Gholdengo actually does look very scary for the back half of my team, barring like it's able to change its moves. So maybe what I will do is I will get up a light screen. I'll get up a light screen. They do have Shadow Sneak though, so that's fair. Fair. Poke goes down, that's fine. We do have Kingambit up in the back though, so I'm not too worried about it. It was a crit! It was a crit! That totally mattered, 100% mattered. It changed the whole scope of the game. Like, bro, I was, my calcs. We're gonna go into Kingambit here. I don't think we need to SD. Because this thing might have Drain Punch. Could have Drain Punch. I'm just gonna opt to Sucker. On the off chance it does have Drain Punch. Because that actually will be a lot of damage. This thing should just drop. Boom, Mimikins is gone. Beautiful, dead and gone. You love to see it, dead and gone. Dead and gone. It's gone. So now what they can do here is, I assume what do they even go here? Oh, they go Breloom. They go Breloom, which actually Breloom is kind of scary. Breloom is actually very scary. They have Breloom chilling right here. We have no choice but to go into Iron Valiant. Or is my play to sack off Baxcalibur and then get a free switch into Valiant? I think that might be the play, actually. I think that's what I have to do. Because if they go for like a Spore on my Valiant, then we automatically lose. So I think I have to go Baxcalibur here. And do it to it. We actually might lose this game because I was a little bit reckless with my Chesnaught. I should have just switched out. So we'll see what this thing wants to do here. They do Mach Punch indeed. That does nothing. Oh my gosh, bro, that does nothing. We're gonna Icicle Spear. Yeah, I'm not gonna get greedy or anything. Yo, that did nothing. That's crazy. That did absolutely nothing. I expected to do more than that. Come on, cuz. So Gholdengo comes in here, or Icicle Spear. I think Gholdengo's base 87 and Baxcalibur's like base 84, if I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure that's how they go. We are loaded dice though. We only get 4 hits though. Unfortunate. Reflect Ward's off. We don't have our light screen up. I'm tripping. I could definitely go for Focus Blast. Gholdengo, what are you? Base what? You are base 84. And Baxcalibur, you are... What are you, Baxcalibur? What are you, young Baxcalibur? You are base 87. So we do outspeed this thing. Unless they are indeed Scarf. So we'll find that out right here. They are indeed Scarf. And we do die. So they're Scarf Gholdengo. Because they should not speed us otherwise. They're locked in to Make It Rain. Which is somewhat okay. Because what are they? They have this thing. They have Breloom. And do they have a third Mon? No, Mimikyu's. I think we're even, right? So I think what I can do is I can do this. I can go into Kingambit and I can Swords Dance because they're locked in to Make It Rain. They should not outspeed. Wait. Actually, let me make sure. Because I might be tripping. I just have to check. Yeah, our Baxcalibur is max speed. I just had to double check. Yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and go for a Swords Dance here. Because they can switch out. They do switch out. Okay, makes sense. Actually, I should have just doubled. I should have just doubled into Valiant. I would have been way better than Swords Dancing because I still have to play this game. I think Sucker goes before Mach Punch. And I think we would be able to take this thing out. Actually, I don't know if we'll be able to take it out, if I'm being completely honest. I'm going to go into Valiant. And hopefully they Mach Punch. I should have just doubled. I should not have SD'd. Or I should have went for like Iron Head. That would have been the like attacking it or doubling out would have been the better play instead of putting myself in this position, because now they can Spore if they want to. Hopefully they don't. No Spore. They do Mach Punch. Okay, cool. We eat that for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And what we will do is we'll go for a Moonblast here. Because I mean we Shadow Ball, but I feel like that's such a it is a 50-50. Cause I could Shadow Ball and then I knock this thing out. Knocking this thing out meaning like Gholdengo, but I'm just gonna Moonblast here. They do have to stay in. Okay, cool. So this thing just should drop unless it's sash. It's not sash. Okay, cool. Perfect. It could have been like loaded dice or something like that. So Breloom is up and out of there. This is a very close game. This is a good game, and this was from a random. I respect it. I like it a lot. So Goldango comes out. They're gonna have to get locked into Make It Rain if they do want to kill me. We're gonna go for Shadow Ball here. There's no point in me doubling out because literally they pick whatever move. Oh, they're not Scarf. How did they outspeed the backs? I've been bamboozled. So maybe backs was just not max speed. I thought we were. I could have swore we were. Hold up, something ain't right. We are, yeah. How did I outspeed? Huh, maybe I'm just being a silly goose. I don't know. I don't know. But GG to my opponent. That was actually a pretty good battle. And we got like almost a full 20-minute battle. That was pretty solid. But like I said before, if you guys want a chance to battle me or give me your team suggestions, of course, leave them down in the comments below. But also make sure to join the Discord, which will be down in the description below. If you guys did like this video, make sure to leave a thumbs up down below. And without further ado, I'm your boy Jay. I'm gonna get about your hair, and I'll catch y'all next time. Bye.